Hello viewers, how are you? My name is Danish Raza and I am an HSC professional. Right now I am going to discuss more further interview questions on permit to work. The very next question is, who will perform gas test? Saudi Aramco or organizations recommended certified person. Gas tester person can be issuer, his designated representative, or any other person, but must be certified. The next question is, GI or Journal Instructions for Gas Test mean which GI states the requirement procedures for gas testing. It is according to Saudi Aramco. This question is for Saudi Aramco interview question session. So the GI for gas test is GI General Instruction Booklet 2.709. The next question is gas test is required for all type of work permit? Yes, absolutely. Gas test is required for all type of work permits. The next question is, what is gas test? It means the atmospheric test, means a test to check presence of or concentration, means quantity of different gases in surrounding air. The next question is, what are common gases checked in gas test for a work permit? Uh, what is checked in gas test, or you can say our interviewer can ask, what is shown written in gas test result, or simply what a gas tester shows. Basically gas tester shows oxygen level, mm, toxic and flammable gases level. Oxygen in toxic, hydrogen sulfide and carbon monoxide, and flammable levels. He described the LELs of flammable gases. The next question is, what are precautions on different level of gases? So here different gases are oxygen, hydrogen sulfide, carbon monoxide, and LEL of flammable gases. So the precautions are different for each of the gas given here. Or first of all, for oxygen, uh, for level of 20 up to 20.9%, uh, for the requirement or precautions are 20.95 is the normal in air, from 20 to 23 percent. 23.5% is normal to perform a job. Less than 20% breathing apparatus must be used and division head must sign the permit, and above 23.5% no work is allowed. For hydrogen sulfide, uh, for 10 ppm or above, breathing apparatus must be used. For 10 ppm to 100 ppm, division head must sign the permit in addition to use of breathing apparatus, and above 100 ppm or above, no work is allowed. In case of carbon monoxide, 35 ppm to 1000 ppm breathing apparatus must be used, and above 1000 ppm no confined space entry is allowed. And for the flammable combustible gases, vapors above 0% LEL, no hot work is allowed, and above 5% LEL to 10% lower explosive limit, uh, breathing apparatus must be used, and for above 10% LEL, no work or confined space entry is allowed. Next question is, what is hydrogen sulfide? It is colorless gas with odor like smell to rotten eggs. It is heavier than air, very poisonous, corrosive, also flammable and explosive. Because of heavier than air, it stays on ground level and side is it is a colorless, odorless, tasteless gas, that is slightly lighter than air. It is toxic to humans when encountered in concentration above 35 ppm. What is difference between flammable and combustible liquids? Basically, the burnable liquids are grouped as either flammable or combustible by their flash points. Flammable liquids can catch fire easily at normal temperature, means their flash point is below 37.8 degree centigrade or 100 Fahrenheit below. Combustible liquids need slightly higher temperature than flammable, means combustible have a flash point at above 37.8 degrees centigrade or above 100 Fahrenheit and below 93.3 centigrade below 200 Fahrenheit. What is flash point of liquid? Basically, the flash point of a liquid is the lowest temperature at which the liquid gives off enough vapor to be ignited, means start burning at the surface of liquid. Flash points are intended to be used as guidelines only or guides only, not as fine line between safe and unsafe. Got it? That's it. Hope you have understand the conceptual headline answer of the interview question with respect to occupational health and safety. Feel free to contact in case of any query. Thank you.